Hello and Happy New Year. 2020 is finally over. And to celebrate, I'm going to be showing you my 2020 sketchbook, which I started in January and finished in December. It's actually looking a little bit blank, so I might do a little bit of redecorating here, and yeah, it's better. I don't know, just make it seem a little more appropriate for 2020 and the vibe it's kind of given off. So just starting to take a little bit of a look in here. You can see that I avoided drawing on the first page because that's intimidating. And then on the real first page, I drew a little alien. After that, it was still like January, so I was in school. This is some process work for one of the assignments we were doing at the time. These are some English notes. I ended up doing a lot of acrylic paintings, which you'll see. It's not the best paper for it, but that's kind of what makes it fun. As long as you don't use like an excessive amount of water, it's not much of a problem. This one's ugly, don't look at that one. This is kind of one of the story-based illustrations I do sometimes, a little mushroom collector. I don't know. This is just kind of practicing drawing the same character multiple times, which I don't always do. Trying to maintain proportions. Some old timers. This guy's got chops. Yeah, this is just a little person, another acrylic drawing. I don't know why they're floating. I never finished that one. This is meant to be when you're like hanging out with your family at like an adult party and you don't really have anything to do. This is when I was playing Hollow Knight a lot, so the characters kind of subconsciously looked like that. I like the colors. You might notice in a bunch of drawings this big white space here. That's because I rest my hand there because it's annoying to draw on the right side of the page because your hand falls off. These are some more old people. Here's just a couple of aliens. These two are better than the others, but it is what it is. Some colorful people. Just a gesture that's not very good. Oh, I was having fun with when you run out of space on the page, so you just like squeeze the legs in. Oh, this is a drawing of the movie True Romance. I don't know, I thought it was a cool movie, so just a little sketch. This is a bald, angry person. This was an assignment that I never got to actually finish thanks to COVID. It was supposed to be a series of 4 paintings, but I only ended up doing this one, so it was an interesting concept. This was when I got a new brush pen that I wanted to try out. Yeah, just a lady. Nothing crazy. Ooh, this is when I first got Posca pens and I wasn't sure how to use them, so there's all these streaks and bad textures. Not that great. This is very ugly, don't look at that. It's an old goblin, I don't know. Yeah, I was trying to record these drawings, but it didn't turn out that great, and then it bled through, so I just... What can you do? And then I did the same thing, and I didn't learn at all, so it... Oh. Yeah, so it ended up bleeding through again. It is what it is. This one, I don't know. It's okay. Of course, it also bled through. This is when I started playing D&D, and I couldn't remember which people played which characters. This was just some doodles of the first session we did. Another assignment. Yeah, I don't know, just a lady with some plants. Oh, this was actually one of the dreams I had. I was this goblin guy, and I was the king, and I was like leading all the townspeople on this train around the island, and there was weird trees. I don't know. Oh, and then I guess I got into like a phase or something where I wanted to draw depressed guys, so just a lot of sad emo people, and I apparently thought it was important to put a bunch of detail in the bricks. I don't know. This guy, I messed up on his feet, so I just literally tore it off. I like this shape. I did. I don't know. Yeah, I remember I drew this one. I was like, it needs more goblins, so I just put a bunch of goblins around him. Yeah, just some muscular guys coming out of a portal, I guess. I don't know why that's the only thing. This was more from the assignment from earlier. I was trying to think about what kind of plants would, you know, exist in these environments. These were meant to be like some alien notes about the locations that I was, you know, describing. So yeah, for this one I originally intended to do multiple drawings, but I ended up fully rendering this one, and then the rest of the page is just empty. This is when I was starting to get better at Poscas, so you can see it's a lot more clean, a lot less texture. This was inspired by one of my friends. I thought her style was cute, so I tried to do some similar to how she would. This guy, I just drew big teeth because big teeth are fun. I don't know, I like the colors. Oh, this is Minx. I don't know, I thought I should draw her. Ooh, this one, I used to think it was really ugly and I didn't know why, and then I just made the eyebrows like thicker and it suddenly was a lot less ugly. I still don't think it's great, but eh. This lady looks like toothpaste. Oh, you know, sometimes you gotta draw ugly. That's all. Sometimes you just do. This is an old guy. Wow. Oh, this is when I started to like actually get good at using Poscas. I don't know. This one, I really like how it looks almost like, I don't know, it was like printed or something. It's just so flat and crisp. You love to see it. I don't know. I was just, you know how it is. Oh, this is my D&D character from earlier, the turtle guy, as a human playing bagpipes because, you know, bagpipes are cool. This lady is thick. Yeah, hood guy. Ooh, this one, I really like it because if you look at a lot of the other acrylic paintings, they get all wobbly. But this one I was able to keep it pretty flat because of like how slowly I applied the paint. Just kind of built it up thin layer by thin layer. I don't know, I really like how it looks, all the shapes. Yeah, proud of that one. Oh, and then I immediately lost all inspiration, and this was just kind of a art block drawing. Still kind of in art block here. I drew some animals, and I had gotten a new pen, so I wanted to see how small I could draw with that. This was from D&D again. The characters all had a spa day, and back here you can see the joke is that he's very short, so they're kind of hoisting him up. Hehe, very funny, small guy. This was a comic that I never ended up actually doing, and then we have some Seth Evermans. This isn't very great, that's okay. This is one of the dudes from that same campaign, Emil. I don't know. I like how this one turned out, the colors and such. My friend's birthday was coming up, so I did a couple of sketches of her just to kind of get the idea before moving on to the actual illustration. This is Dave, who's an NPC from one of the campaigns I'm in. Oh, this one, I recently discovered that I could sit on the roof, like outside of my bedroom window, and it was really chill. So, I don't know, I just kind of drew a dude on his roof, chilling. Oh, this one is so ugly, I don't like that one. Her head is massive. This is when I thought I was gonna do Inktober, like as ink drawings, but then I got tired of it and did animation instead. Oh my god, it's Jay Schwed. This was when I was watching The Warriors, and I was thinking about like poofy 80s hair, so I drew like a dark-haired He-Man. That's my mom. Yay. But I ain't never seen two pretty best friends, you know. Oh, this guy, my dad said it looked like Tom Cruise if he didn't have, like, the middle tooth. Oh no, my secret's been revealed. This is my fan art of the do, where he's headless. It looks better in the photo I posted on Instagram. It's not meant to be seen like that. This is Gwen, because, you know, Gwen. This one's a drawing of my dad. I drew this in a dark room, so it's kind of weird. It looks like he has cataracts or something, but that's okay. This one I didn't have a sketch underneath, so the proportions are kind of Willy Wonka, but I don't know. I was just trying to do a more rendered style with the Posca markers, since they're typically more flat. Oh, and speak of the devil, there you go. One of the Posca drawings with flat colors, you can see. This one, the joke is bon appetit, because it's a bone. Do you get it? And then we have just another storefront. Wait, I think I didn't show this page earlier for some reason. Oh, I think what it was is this one was really ugly, so I tried to skip past it quickly, and then I accidentally forgot the page in between. Yeah. This one is from Dead Snow 2. The main character has a zombie arm, and it's pretty cool. It's a good movie, you should watch it. Better than the first one. Oh, this guy, my brother said he looked like the gardener from Zombie Island, which I thought was funny. This is just your typical Karen interaction, you know? No ass. Here we just have a couple of gestures. Yeah, nothing crazy. Of course, no reference, because why would you have reference for gestures? Here I decided to do both halves of the page for some reason, even though I had never done that up until now. So you're going to be seeing double-sided pages here. I just drew a little robot and some kid a couple of times. More of that. Oh, and then here we have the sketches that I ended up using for the Secret Santa, right? I don't know. Just kind of getting... Oh, this is where my Hades fixation began. I wanted to learn how to draw Zagreus, the main character, so I just drew him a lot of times, and as you can see, you know, oh, that's funny, I didn't realize the head was like in between the legs. Bum. Oh. But yeah, just a bunch of Zagreuses, and it continues. Oh, should censor that for YouTube. Yeah, I don't know, it's a good game, you should play it. Then I got over that, I guess. Drew some more characters, as I tend to do. Oh, this is a storyboard for a Hades animatic that I may or may not be working on, so don't look at that because it's spoilers. Anywho. This was the page where I just tried to draw some fan art from memory. Also rats. Oh, these are some doodles of people I was in Zoom calls with. I'm sorry if this is you. That's my dad, there's me. Yeah. Oh, and then on this side we got some quadrupeds. I don't know, don't draw them that often, so I figured why not. Yeah. Oh, and here's where I drew a bunch of wintry people. I've been thinking about winter recently because, you know, Canada. So, yeah, I've just been in the mood to draw cozy people and big coats, and yeah. Here we have some more just faces. I think this person's cute. Yeah. Oh, this guy's definitely killed someone before. I don't know why I suddenly decided to not do both pages anymore, but this lady is ugly. It is what it is. Yeah, I don't really know what sparked this, but I think it's cute. Just a little character. Oh, this one I got like weirdly obsessive about making it all nicely cleaned up and stuff. I think it turned out cool. Oh, I had a really hard time drawing this other shoe, and my dad ended up helping me, and I don't know, I think it turned out pretty good. I sprayed it with fixative, so, you know, it won't be smudged. Yeah. Oh, and this is my little fan art from Bill and Ted 2, Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey. I thought it was cute looking at like little Death in heaven. He stood out like a sore thumb. My sister said it was like a goth on the beach, which I thought was funny. And yeah, that pretty much finishes off the sketchbook. There is actually one last page, but it doesn't really count because it's like the torn page I did some swatches on. Here we got some, you know, just loose papers and such. I don't really... Oh, this is an idea that never went anywhere. Oh, yeah, my brother said this guy from the newspaper looked like me, so I took it. And then, yeah, I just have some color swatches of different markers I have, and yeah, that's the end of the book. So, overall, I think it was a pretty good sketchbook. I know it was pretty stinky in terms of years, but there was a handful of ups among the downs. In any case, thank you for sticking around to the end, to the 7 people who took the time. And yeah, I'll see you later. Bye.